I've been busy telling everyone cold email is how we've done $2 million in the agency. To be honest with you, I haven't sent one in weeks. I've been revamping the system, and now it's time to find out if it actually works or if I just got lucky the last 18 months. The rules are simple. We want to go from 0 prospects right now to 100 people saying yes, they want to hear more about our service in the next 7 days alone. If it works, I'll look smart, and if it doesn't, I guess I'm a fraud and need to look for a new career.
And ideally, you take away something that you can apply to your business, start sending less emails, getting more deals. I don't know, doesn't that sound kind of cool? Let's dive in.
These are the analytics inside Instantly.ai, and you can see not a whole lot happening. We had been sending a campaign that ended, and sure, got a couple of replies coming in from weeks later responses, but for the most part, not a whole ton going on in here. But on the bright side, what we do have with the new system is a boatload of data to be sending to. What you're looking at in front of you here are rows and rows and rows of Catalyst databases. And this column F right here represents the total number of validated leads that are in each of these microsegments, or otherwise known as Catalyst databases. And so let me go ahead and add these up really quick, and we'll look at a total based on this new system for how many we can send to. And it's this number right here, 4,872 leads.
But first, you must be wondering, where did we get all this data? And it's a really good question. So if you remember, I coined a term a while back called Catalyst database versus like an Apollo or LinkedIn Sales Navigator or Seamless AI or any of these places where data is aggregated without their permission. That is just a database. That is not an Catalyst database or an active database where those people are purposely spending time, which can be used as a signal, which I'll explain in a little bit. So Catalyst database equals where prospects are actively hanging out. It's really that simple. Like say it's a YouTube channel where it's a podcast and your prospects are being interviewed. There's going to be this raw data that gets left behind from that interaction. Say your audience is construction, right? There's a trade registry where they'd actively go on to a public trade registry for the trades that they're after in their state and leave that data behind. And so this trail of raw data then gets turned into outreach data right here, and is where the money is. All right, guys, today's day one, end of day, just wrapping up here. We sent 52 emails today inside Instantly, so it's kind of a slow start. We have a 5 or 6% response rate on both of those campaigns right now, and we got 2 opportunities. One of those turned into a booked meeting already. So we're at 1. Most of what I worked on today was simply the prompt engineering, okay? Just like how 2 years ago, copywriting was like this huge skill that you had to know. In today's world, it's batch prompting. If you're really good at taking raw data like we have sitting on the sidelines, prompting it in a way where you can, at scale, just hit a whole row of data and make it sound really, really high quality. The game has changed a little bit. I'm learning that game. And one of the things that I took away from today's workshop of kind of going through this challenge is how do you actually write great prompts when it comes to using a tool like Clay? Well, luckily Clay understands this as well, and they actually laid out my prompt a little bit for me when I gave it kind of the gist of what I wanted to do. But you want to use this framework called COI, and that's context, objective, instructions, and examples. But you want to lay out kind of an overall objective. You want to give it context, of course, and then the instructions, you want to number out each one or bullet those, and then give it some raw examples of what an input would look like and what the expected output would look like. And I've noticed the results have been way crazy good. I was able to standardize that process and pass it off to my data manager. So when I go and check my internal sheet that I showed you guys, this one right here, let me go ahead and pull it up. All these leads, literally from line 30 all the way down to 70, these should all be summarized with the prompt engineering to take all that raw data, turn it into columns that I can just import into Instantly. And hopefully tomorrow we can launch like 10 or 12 of these campaigns because we have a long way to go to getting through all 4,000. We are back. Really, the value of this system is sending a lot of campaigns. But if I go and check the internal sheet and a lot of the campaigns have been summarized, right? The clay work has been done. That's a pretty time consuming process. Measured some of it yesterday. It took me about 15 minutes per clay table, even using like the templated version of it. Not sure why it takes me that long. I don't know if I just have like some sort of ADHD. But let's go ahead and dive in the sheet today and see how we are looking. Okay, so I'm looking in this column right here, G. These are all done across the board. So all these that are copywriting sequence, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. So all the way down to line 63. So let me go ahead and sum these really quick and see how many we have to send today. Is a total of, oh my gosh, we have 37, 38. How do you even send that many? Like, how do you write copy for all these campaigns? So I'm gonna have to figure out a way or a method to kind of templatizing some of this stuff. Usually we're only launching 1 or 2 a day at the very most. So we can kind of just go in there and check out who the prospects are, how we can kind of tailor our solution to their needs. But this is gonna be a bit of a challenge. I might have to develop another solution on top of this. It's 31 campaigns ready to send, varying from 27 leads all the way up to 388 leads per segment. This is not going to be easy. Let me get cracking on it. All right, it is 4:30 in the afternoon. I've launched 4 campaigns so far is all. A lot of them are sending already. I don't know if it's just the copywriting. It seems to all take a little bit longer. Even just today though, by launching 4, we've sent 169 emails. And we just got our first reply from those initial 4 campaigns. For this whole video so far, we've put together 6 campaigns. 4 of those I've launched in the last hour and a half or so. I just got back from the bathroom and saw that a meeting got booked, which I was absolutely pumped about because this is a contact who's a doctor. They're our perfect kind of dream client, gold tier type of prospect that literally got an email in 9 minutes. We auto-responded back to them and could relate to somebody that they would personally know that's one of our current clients. And then they booked within 2 minutes after that. That alone is a huge win. So what are we at right now? I think we're at 3 booked meetings on 200 emails sent. Only a 2.3% reply rate right now. I'm actually getting a little nervous, but you gotta celebrate the wins when you get them. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook on. I really do hope that I'm able to send an additional 6 campaigns. I wanna get to 10. I think that'd be a good goal. I might have to take a break here and come up with another way to get these out faster, but I still want the quality to be there, so it's kinda tough. Let's see if we can make this happen though, by the end of the day, at least get to 10. I'll let you know how it goes. Good morrow. Okay, so today's the following day from last night. Launched 8 campaigns, but I'm making a quick video before the day gets started. It's 8 a.m. I'm still in my PJs because I'm too freaking excited. The Instantly account is popping up in this place. And I don't know, it's pretty exciting. I don't know what the stats are yet. So I woke up to 2 meetings booked, fully using the AI system. Appointment setters weren't even online. Those got booked using the Instantly agent. And then we also closed the sale yesterday from the first lead that I sent on day 1, which I'm very, very excited about. We're rocking and rolling. Sometimes the things you aren't expecting to work do work. I don't have any other things that are gonna be good beyond that. Let's check out how the Instantly stats are looking and see if there's any room for improvement there. Today's the last day of July. So what a day to have closed a sale. Already seeing like these amazing, so many positive responses in here. He looks at the email, looks good. How can we work together, right? These are the emails we want to see, baby. Let's go. Okay, but stats are what we're after. Let's go ahead and pull up the stats here. We're looking at the last 7 days. Yesterday we sent 259 emails. We got a total of 8 replies. I think some of those came in the evening. We are at 21 total replies today, you guys, which brings our reply rate up to 5%, making me feel a little less insecure about myself Out of those, we only got 16 opportunities. So the question is, can we double this opportunity rate by the end of today? So we booked this one. So these two came in overnight while we slept. This one came through yesterday. So that's 3, 4. We booked 5 calls from this, which is way above average of what we were doing before, which is really, really a good sign. Either means we're talking to the right audience or the messaging is working. Let's stay hopeful. Let's stay positive and look at how many we have to send here. Because the system is rolling, we still have 4,700 more to send on top of the ones we've already sent. I think the goal should be just to launch like another 10 today to really push this challenge to the maximum and just see how far we can get. Can we get the response rate up? Can we keep getting meetings booking? And can we close a crap ton of sales? Today is the 5th day of the challenge. I will tell you, just because I'm always gonna be honest with you guys, I did not get as many campaigns launched as we thought. So during this process as well, I was actually training a new campaign manager on using this exact system I was showing you guys. Now they just got their first few campaigns launched as well. But I mean, looking at this lead sheet, man, we still have so many leads to send out. It's kind of almost insane. 558 total emails sent, 7.3% response rate, 27 qualified. These are qualified. I have a bot in here that auto qualifies these. So 30 interested out of those 27 opportunities. Being that we have a $30,000 average order value on the service, it is a little over $1 million in pipeline generated just from this 550 emails that we sent. I can't tell you guys how long it's been since I felt this motivated in the business. This system that I'm using right now and this kind of tailwind of energy is so good. Looking at the amount of meetings that have come out of this is absolutely insane. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 meetings. The thing that really matters most is 1, who we're reaching out to. 2, the quality of response, the quality of interaction matters so much more than the numbers. Really, that's how we grow these businesses, is not by having these crazy high sending calendars or even that many meetings. Yeah, if we just gotta stay consistent, stay in here, run the system the way it's supposed to be run, and I think these numbers will continue to grow. All right, you guys, today marks day 7 of the challenge. We're gonna dive into instantly here and look at, you already guessed it, the results from this initiative. What I can tell you while this is loading is we started right here, July 29th on Tuesday. Hadn't sent any, just got 1 reply, and then we ramped up here. This is where I was hiring a campaign manager this last week. Got them going, and now we're kind of more steady, sending 400, 380, 380 every day. I think we're gonna be able to ramp that up even higher as well. But man, a really solid week from start to finish. Generated a total of 80 sales opportunities, a 12.3% reply rate, 2,000 emails sent. So you guys, this is Dan Martell's team that just got back to us. This is his assistant, Ann. Ann will buy back your time for you. So that's exactly what you want to be doing. You want to be dealing with the top tier people in the industry. You don't want to be messing around with people that aren't worth your time. If you guys haven't seen the first cold email challenge that I did, it was a 3-day challenge where I put my skills to the test. Check that one out. I think it's going to be pretty good for you as well if you're interested in this stuff and you're having a good time hanging out on the channel. That's it for today. See you in the next one.